very kind. Very, very kind. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Really appreciate it. It's good to be here. As they mentioned, I'm Jeff Ross. This is the first time I've ever done stand-up, and I'm terrified. That's good. But hey, I'm happy to be here. Happy to see all your smiling faces. Thank you all for coming out on a Wednesday evening. So might as well, I've got my stool, my inexplicable bottle of water, my microphone. So let's just get this thing started. Got a quick survey, and then we can move on once the survey's done. So let's all you guys just need your folks up for just a moment. Just by show of hands, how many of you are from out of town? Put them up. Out of town can mean a lot of things. You can be born in another town. Somerville's another town. Boston's another town. Just put okay. A few of you from out of town. Okay, cool. Great. Thank you for that. Second question. This one's a little tricky. So let me just explain it first, and then we'll get right to it. If you participated in the first round, you can still participate in the second round. That doesn't negate your participation. If you were a yes before, you don't have to own that the second time around. You can be a no. If you were a no before, you can be a yes. If you still have your hand up, you can keep it up if it applies. But if it doesn't apply, don't be a dick. Put your hand down. All right. Just one last survey, and we'll get right to the barrel of laughs. So, quick question for you guys. Quick survey by show of hands. How many of you have slept with a white woman before? Good showing. And a couple of the ladies. That's good. Where are my manners? Me too. Hands up. Guys, it's a safe space. And I'm glad we got that settled because the rest of the bit is only related to that. So that's good to know we're in a comfortable place where we can all be super, super real. So a lot of times when people find that out about me, whether I tell them or they deem this from observation, they say things kind of like, well, of course. I mean, just based on how you carry yourself and how you dress, I just assumed. So are you getting this frittata? And that's really disrespectful and rude. Of course, I'm getting the frittata. They're delicious. It's like an omelet someone gave up on. I mean, someone they went in the back hey, you got to flip it. So they flip it. Screw it, man. I'm leaving it. I've done enough work today. That's a meal that speaks to me. That's a meal that was made for Jeff Frost himself. But that's an easy thing, and I always feel that underneath when people say that. Oh yeah, of course, that's the thing to do. Well, I hate to be the one to come here and burst everyone's bubbles. We're all having a great time, but it's super hard, guys. It's super hard. So if you happen to be a black man, and I can't help but notice most of you aren't. Don't worry, Jeff's here to help, guys. I'm here to support. If you happen to be a black man, sleep with a white lady. That's the hardest choice, man. Everything else, way easier. It's really, really hard to make that happen. Every time that I've been successful at it, it's because of one of either two things going on. One, I'm up against no one else at all, so I'm way better than just nothing at all. It's good to know. Batting average, super high. The other option is you're up against some other dude, but he's like the personification of garbage. So if I'm in that scenario, I'm like, hey, things are happening tonight. However, if it happens to be the person who basically has the same traits and a pretty decent dude, but he's a white dude, I'm out at the start, man. I got nothing at all. It doesn't happen. She doesn't even have to be a white lady. It doesn't matter. Every lady loves a white dude. You are out when that starts. Except this one time when I did him, and I felt super bad for this guy. I'm like, I should get this brother a card. I feel bad. This wasn't how this was supposed to play out. But he didn't notice. He moved on because he doesn't have to do any work, man. That sucks. So when you see an interracial couple, there's a couple responses that happen. There's the people who don't care. God bless you people. You're great. Don't care. That's fantastic. It's the people who stare at you at the grocery store while you're trying to get your edamame, because that's your life. I don't know what that's all about. But there's the people who are super into it and want to know about what you do at night. That's weird, man. That's not okay in any kind of scenario. I want y'all to know that. So one thing that I've threatened to do is make a pornographic film called Interracial Fuck Party 7. Hold on, guys. It's going to get super hot. So in this movie, there's a couch, right? There's a black dude on it, and there's a white dude. Hey, there's a white lady on it. Sorry, Kevin. There's a white lady on it. And then she turns to the guy and says, oh, hey, your mother called. She said you should call her back. And then he says, why do you have my mother's phone number? She just called me. I mean, she knows how to get in touch. And then they have that discussion for 10 minutes. Then it ends because it's just a relationship. It's not interesting. It's not interesting. But I'll leave you with this. So I'm way, way over my time. So I'm going to say this. When I think of those relationships, because that's the relationship that my uncle and my aunt are in, who have been married for the entirety of my life, which is not actually true, but I believe it to be the case. And they're just like these old, almost 70-year-old people who just like to drink wine and pretend they live by the beach, but they're a block away from the beach. That's it. That's it. That's their life, and they're super happy, and they always tell me I need to buy a horse. You guys know what it's like. You've all slept with white women before. But what do I know? I'm just a guy up here with a microphone. My name's Jeff Ross. And I was